How the fuck do you get in there?
He's thought about it a lot.
Like he had just gone through
It
this.
happened again. What's up, guys? We're back and we're gonna do another video, of course. And
I have to ask you what it is because I was gone all day. And you pulled
yes,
it
so
out.
I picked out this one, but somebody sent it to us on Discord.
Pulled it right out of your ass.
No, I didn't. I pulled it off of Discord. But the title caught my eye and I thought it would be good. We're gonna be reacting to Jon Richardson on household chores. So this should be pretty relatable.
Even for me, because even though I'm a dude, I do help with household chores.
Yes, you do. You wash dishes most
I don't know
of the
why
time.
that came out questionable.
Yes, he is a dude.
Anyway, let's get right into this video and check out Jon Richardson. This is our first time checking out Jon Richardson's stand-up.
Yeah.
We've checked out a lot of his 8 out of 10 does countdown.
8 out of 10 cats does count
Okay,
down.
I didn't sound right in my head. I'm tired. I don't know why. Anyway, so this will be our first time checking out his stand-up. So I'm really looking forward to that. And once again, I want to thank you guys for recommending and sending it our way. Let's get right into this and check it out.
Let's have a good laugh.
In terms of household chores, I'm not being, this isn't sort of martyrdom syndrome. I would happily do everything in our house. I don't care. I will do all the chores because I don't care, because I'm too old now to have a rota. You can't have rotas at 30. You can't have those conversations. Ah, there's a yellow sticker, so you've got to wash the bath mat. I'd rather top myself. So if the bath mat needs washing, I just wash it. I don't care. I just wash the bath mat, and then people don't notice when you wash their bath mat. They just get out of the shower and they go, oh, that's white. I thought it was brown.
Oh no!
We don't discuss this. You don't say, yeah, do you know what? It was brown yesterday because it was matted with your pubic hair. That's fine. Do you remember you came downstairs and you thought you'd put your slippers on? You hadn't. That's just a little...
Hey, real fast, where is this place? Because I feel like since we've watched several British comedians so far, I feel like they've done the same place.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed.
So let me know down below where this is if you guys recognize it, because I'm just
I wonder if it
curious.
says on the video. We'll have to check though.
Honestly, though, with his OCD, I'm really surprised that he just doesn't do all the chores himself.
Anyway,
Yeah.
just to make sure they are clean. I was gonna say, isn't he really OCD about
That's what people
cleanliness?
say. He's like extreme. A lot of it's cleanliness. He just has extreme OCD. So
okay.
I don't know.
That's just a little visual clue for me. It's time to wash the bath mat, right? I don't care. I happily do everything. I don't care. But you can't do everything. When you live with someone, you can't do everything because they do stuff. My housemates eat food, right? I think it's how they stay alive. I'm onto them. I'm watching them. But they eat food, so they need to understand things like how to deal with waste. So they need to know about things like recycling. And recycling's another one where I haven't told them everything about the recycling. It just would have taken too long. I just can't be able to have that full conversation.
You know when you finish your cereal, can you take the little plastic bag out of the top? Because we don't want to do that yet. Just put that on the side, just put that on the side. And then have a look in. If there's any little Cheerios in the box, just tip them in the bin like that. Because we don't want the Cheerios to go in the recycling box, because then it rains and they get wet and they go mouldy and we've got a horrible box. Instead of open the top of the cereal box, can you open the bottom the same way and then twist it like that? It's gone all flat now, isn't it? No cereal in there, no. And then foldy, 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 foldy. It's like a little envelope now, and it's small, and it's small. Come to the green box over here. Come, quickly, follow. Yeah, put the little thing in the corner like that, and wait.
This is so true for a lot of people who recycle. It's like everything has to be very, very specific. And then other people are like, we recycle, but it doesn't have to be like that. I mean, yes, that's a space saving, but they don't require it to be folded up into little tiny
Well,
envelopes.
depending if you live like big cities or something, they might have very small little things, and you have to. I don't know. You may have to. I know for us,
We just fill it as
we
big
have
as we
a
want.
big blue tote about like that
Yeah.
big, and there's no. But we can actually overflow. There's really no limit, and we also.
We can even just have an extra box full of other
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It can
recyclables.
overflow. We can also put in plastic and paper go together.
Yeah.
For I don't
So
know,
somehow
I don't
they
know
sort it
how
later.
they sort that out later, but they do. They probably just throw in the dog. I have no idea what they do. That is how our recycling works. But
Which is so much easier though, you know, if they really do recycle it and everything works out fine, more people could recycle so much
Well,
easier.
nice thing though too, if we have like a big old box, we can just make that like the recycling box.
Yeah.
And just throw like bottles and bags and everything in that.
Yeah, people
I don't know, it's easy for
overcomplicate
us.
recycling, I think.
I was gonna say, was he saying they recycle food?
No, he was saying put the food in the bin, which is the bin is the trash can.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
that
I do
word
know
for
some
it.
countries. I don't know about the UK, but I know there are some countries that do like extreme like they compost everything.
Oh.
I know some places in Europe have like literally like tin, maybe it's a tin. I have no idea, but they have like your bottles, your aluminum cans, your plastic ones, your cardboard,
different types of
your food.
recycling.
Yeah, it's just like everything's very organized.
Oh, wow.
So to squeeze that all in your house,
Yeah.
like you do have to
have a
have,
whole room
you
just
do
for
have to be very
recycling stuff.
organized to do it.
Yeah.
So,
That's too much.
well, for us, you just compost, you just throw it in our yard in our
Pretty
garden.
much.
So, anyway, sorry, long rant.
Come quickly, follow.
Just prancing.
Yeah, put the little thing in the corner like that, and wedge it in the corner with a wine buckle, because otherwise it spreads out again. All the work we did over there was ruined. So jam it against the corner, because that's where we keep the cereal boxes and the newspaper, and that's where we put the wine buckle, and that's where we put the bean tin and the jam jar. And then to pick it up every other Wednesday, not every Wednesday. No, because I don't come every Wednesday, see? So I take the box into the garden. Follow, come.
Looks like a hobbit or
Into the
something.
garden, and to put it next to the big black box. That's what happened.
I didn't say any of that because I didn't think they would understand.
I barely did.
It's not fair on them, really, is it? Why are you talking like that, John?
I think I've had a breakdown. I think I've gone mad.
All I said, to keep it nice and simple, all I said is, oh, you know when you've had your cereal, can you just pop the box on the windowsill and it gets recycled by the fairy? That's all I said. It's not a nickname I'm happy with, but it seems to have stuck.
Yeah,
I want to buy a bigger dressing gown. I like the one I've got. That's all I said. Now, the cupboard...
Oh, sorry, and just real quick, ours does come once a week, so if
Yeah.
that's the difference.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know.
But it did sound like he was saying like the glass jars and the aluminum and the paper, they all go in the same box.
I don't know.
But maybe you do have to keep them separate in the box for when they recycle.
That's all I said. It's not a nickname I'm happy with, but it seems to have stuck. I don't want to buy a bigger dressing gown. I like the one I've got. That's all I said. Now, the cupboard for the cereals is here, and the windowsill's here, right? So it's... Every now and again, I'll come back in from a gig. Might be tonight. I flick the bin lid open. Oh. Hello, Mr. Cereal Box. How the fuck did you get in there? It's further away.
The
They
fairy.
have to go on a little Arctic voyage with it. Yeah. Right? And now my first reaction when I see that is to think, oh my God, they hate me. That's a little protest, that is now. Put it in there so he knows we think he's a dick. The council wouldn't have a little green box like that. He's brought that with him. That's his little game. And I ain't playing it, right? And I think, oh, no, it's not that they hate me. I know they don't hate me. They're happier than me because they're just, when they poured their cereal out, their first thought is, oh, I've got to eat it or my Golden Grahams will go all soggy, right? And then they skip away and eat their Golden Grahams. So they just don't give a shit. And it's my fault that I really care. But I just think, oh, they might as well, if they don't appreciate the recycling, just drop their pants, get up on the worktop and drag themselves across it. That's what it feels like. Just spell out, piss off back to Swindon in shit. But then we'll be together and I'll realise, of course, you don't hate each other, do they? They don't hate me. Because when they do clean stuff, they do it in front of me, so I get to see. So I'm there to award the points, you see. Because if it's an away game, I don't bother. I just think, oh, that cup must have leapt back into the cupboard by itself and cleaned itself, right? So they wait till I'm watching TV, something to relax me like You've Been Framed. Just the many pains of strangers. An old lady, she may have broken a bone. And then we'll all be sat together and one of them will go, oh, I'm going to do the washing up. And I'll be this gif and I have to watch them and I think, yeah, so am I. 5 minutes after you think you do. And I'd rather they didn't bother because I could just watch them doing it. It's like watching someone make love to my wife, but badly. Just, you're not even I'm going to have to do this again in a minute. Just put all your grubby prints all over it. But they look so happy when they do it. They look me in the eye and they go, hey, look what I'm doing, look what I'm doing. Yeah, I can see what you're doing. You're doing a baking tray when there's still wine glasses.
But that is kind of like me with dishes. I have to wash things together.
Oh.
So I wash like plates with plates, bowls with bowls.
Well, just because they're easier to stack while you're watching.
I know, but I hate when people mix.
Oh.
I'm not OCD like John, but I hate that. Like I have to wash things together.
You're doing a baking tray when there's still wine glasses.
I can relate to that though.
Especially with the big stuff. It's hard to wash them with little stuff in the way.
Piece of shit. But it's another one of those, I really know it doesn't really matter. I don't want to hear those words coming out of my face.
You know when you're washing a baking tray?
I just have to watch them do it. And I try and do it subtly, right? I try and get round it sometimes. I'll be having a glass of wine the next day and I'll just go, oh, this Sauvignon Blanc's a bit pork and leaky. It's just me throwing out breadcrumbs so they can follow them back.
Well, he said his wine tasted like pork and leeks, but then it was me that had pork and leek sausages. But I washed my baking tray. But then I washed the wine.
Yeah, like you're thinking that.
Oh, I love being in a gig where people whoop stuff like that. Yeah, edgy comedians laying it down about the washing up. What have you got on Syria?
Nothing.
I mainly deal in the kitchen. But I say stuff like that, I say, oh, this tastes a bit pork and leaky, and they just go, oh, don't buy that one again. They didn't do it, you did it. They didn't buy it because I read the label and it had hints of grapefruit, citrus, pork, and fucking leek. Do you know what this goes well with? Mashed potatoes. But I know they don't care, I have to just remind myself, but some are so hard to let go. I can just about do the baking tray stuff. There's some where, say we're here at the sink, right, we're doing the washing up. I don't know why we're squatting. We're doing the washing up at the sink, right? Here, I've put a little thing, right? It's like a big bean tin. It's a metal thing, it's got holes in it, right? So when you wash the cutlery, you just pop it in this thing, and all the water pisses off out of the hole. So you've got a big thing of dry cutlery, it's all together, and then you carry it over to the cutlery drawer, right? I watch them reach past this thing. They can see it, it's there, it's there. They would have to be blind in their sight and looking that way to not see it. They reach past it so they can lay the cutlery flat on the drainer. And I mean all the cutlery, including teaspoons. And not that way round.
Oh, the water just sucking in.
So that a little pool of shitty water trickles down, picking up little bits of onion and Cheerios so it looks like it's already got soup in it.
He is so OCD. Like, only really clean freaks like this would obsess over little things like that.
I mean, it's a little gross to do it like that, but...
Yeah, but, I mean...
Most people would probably just ignore it.
I don't think about it. He's thought about it a lot. You wash dishes a little bit different than me.
And that's because it's better.
No.
Yes. Yes.
I respectfully disagree.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Most of the time, you're very adequate.
Adequate.
Yes.
Thank you.
There have been a few times where I've noticed you didn't get it all. And there's like dried bits of food all over.
Well, then that just
certain...
needs to get rewashed. If I will say, if I notice that though while I'm putting dishes up, I'll put it back in the dirty dishes.
Yes.
I was going to say dirty clothes. That's the wrong place.
Yeah, you don't put it there.
Picking up little bits of onion and Cheerios so it looks like it's already got soup in it. Oh, I don't understand how you do that. It's right there. But then even when they do use this thing, they wander over to the cutlery. Now, all I ask, you take it over to the cutlery drawer, you open the cutlery drawer, just pop it away however you like. As long as it's forks on the left, knives in the middle, spoons on the right. Teaspoons on the bottom, facing to the left, steak knives on the far left.
He's got it
Steak
memorized.
knives are lovely. Lovely, sexy, sleek black handles. Lovely, long, serrated edge, like a lady's figure. Sexy old steak knives, right? They'll put some...
Have you ever been compared to a steak knife before?
No, I wish I was though now.
Have a man growl at you?
Sexy, sleek black handles, lovely long serrated edge, like a lady's figure.
His dance though.
Sexy old steak knives, right? They'll put some of them away like that, and then they think, I'm bored of this. I'm going to put this one away in the knife drawer. And then I'm going to put the paring knife in there, as if they look all similar. Paring knives, horrible, fat, stubby little blade like that. Horrible, worn, fat, grey handle on it. Disgusting thing. I think, how have you done that? You were doing it right, and then you willfully did it wrong. And the only solace I get is that that's the one I'm going to kill them with.
Wow.
I'm just going to creep up to their room at night. Hello? I'm going to kill you now with this steak knife. That's actually a paring knife. So you do know the difference!
Wow. Just this mirror, the whole time he seemed like he was being Gollum.
Well, to me, he definitely seemed like he was relating a true experience that he has had.
It sounds like
I know a
a
lot of
continual
problem. I know a lot of comedies like kind of made up, like the stories, or they're exaggerated or whatever. But that seemed like very legit for him. Like that was
punching around the kitchen.
Like that was just like the other, like the night before he did this bit. Like he had just gone through this.
It happened again. Oh, poor guy. Either way, his stand-up's actually pretty good.
It's better than I was thinking.
Yeah, he has a very, like, comfortable demeanor. Like, he's not trying too hard to be funny. He's just being himself, like he is on 8 out of 10 Cats. So that's kind of nice to see, especially if not everybody's laughing. He just keeps going. So he's funny just because he's just comfortable and not so much like he's...
comedian.
Well, yeah, of course, because he's a comedian. I mean, like, some comedians, they just try too hard, and they're, like, throwing out the joke to the audience.
Okay. Anyway, guys, I think that's it for the video.
Yes, be sure to subscribe if you like this. Leave a like, and all that other good YouTube stuff.
And feel free to continue giving us recommendations like this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll catch you guys on the next one. Please be safe, take care, look after one another, and stay warm.
Ooh.